It's that time of the year where you do what the holiday says to do, which is to be thankful and give thanks. So, giving thanks today.
Welcome to Guys Fishing Weekly. We don't just fish, we hug.
Hey, buddy.
Eddie. How are you, dude?
ya?
I'm
I'm
good. man.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving week, brother.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, man.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving today?
We are chilling. We got no plans. My daughter's got to go back to work, so she's not going to be with us. But my son's going to be around. My other daughter will be around. He's got a buddy from college going to be around. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure what we're doing yet. We're those
I
kind
love
of
it.
people living on the edge. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
How about you? You're heading out.
I'm headed out. I'm headed to Houston to see my mom and take the family down. So
Nice.
my daughter's super pumped because my mom everybody seemingly has a pool in Houston because it's so goddamn hot down there. So my daughter's very excited that there's a pool down in
Excellent.
Houston to go jump in. So yeah, she's
That's
pumped.
Good. Little kids in pools, nothing better. Nothing better, dude.
It'll
Yeah.
be nice to get into a little bit warmer weather for a little bit. Not that it's been terrible around here, but
Right.
a little extra warmth will be fun. So
Good.
I'm pumped.
Good. Right
Yeah.
on, dude.
So we're doing something a little different today since it's Thanksgiving week.
Yeah. What do we got? What do we got going on, bro? What are we doing?
Well, it's that time of the year where you do what the holiday says to do, which is to be thankful and give thanks to things that have gone right in your life and or wrong. So you can
Yeah.
be thankful for things that have gone wrong too, good learning experiences and such. But
Definitely be grateful for surviving. Right. Indeed.
so giving thanks today.
All right. Good. I like it.
Yeah. You want to start us off?
Sure. I'm going to go with the obvious, boring one, dude.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to tell you that I'm grateful for my family. And I'm going to break it down for you. Okay. I'm going to break it down a little bit and explain what it is that I'm grateful for.
Yeah, because it starts to feel like a little bit of a cop-out.
I know it does.
thankfully.
Yeah. Like family, but it is important, especially with the year that I've had and the support that I've gotten. And so there's a lot of that that's tied into my being grateful for family. Certainly my kids, as they are venturing and starting their own lives and leaving the nest. I'm grateful for their ability and willingness to problem solve and figure stuff out, and their dedication to, trying to be people of good character. And so they strive for that matters to them. So from that, like, that's probably mostly due to the misses more than it is me. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm very grateful for that in them, in that part of them, and they all three seem to be doing well with that. I'm grateful for my wife, in terms of her mad skills at parenting. She makes me feel inept in ways that you never thought you could. But she challenges me. She supports me. She pushes me to be better in a lot of ways. And so she's a true partner in life, and I'm grateful for her presence. Especially this year with my big transition. She's been great with all that. So, and super supportive of me and all my endeavors. As you know, I just got back from visiting my parents. 65 years of marriage. They've been incredible role models to me, in terms of, I'm lucky to have parents that are still together for that long. And I think that watching, my dad take care of my mom and the way that he does that with the patience he shows, is really something special. So I've got, some good supportive parents, which is amazing. And my brother would be the last one that I'm going to put in my realm here. Even though we've been, geographically distant, I think this whole, as our parents get older, has brought us closer together. And so this past year, we've really kind of bonded and grown together a lot more than we have, just in terms of helping them through the aging process of life. And he and I have talked each other off the ledge a couple different times, but he's become a real valuable part to my, getting through tough times and things like that. So as corny as it is, that's my family, worth being grateful for sure.
For sure. I did not put them down on my thankful list, but that does not mean that I'm not thankful for
Right.
them.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I am thankful for all of them, and I will reach out to them individually. But that does segue into one of the things I am thankful for. It is a family member, but it's a little different. So I'm thankful for my daughter and her ever expanding mind right now. She's at a really fun age that kind of gives me the opportunity to watch and see how the mind picks up on things and learns. And she's gotten extremely smart in the sense of figuring out ways to try and outsmart her parents. She's getting close. I'll tell you that. She's figured out things. I mean, just the other night, it was my wife's father's birthday, and we called earlier, and he was busy. He was out to dinner with some family for the birthday, and he said he'd call back later. And he happened to call back about 30 minutes after her bedtime, and she's really struggled with going to bed lately. And she heard him call, talking to my wife. My wife wishes him happy birthday, and she comes running out of her bedroom, and she goes, "I've been waiting for your call. That's why I haven't gone to sleep. I'm waiting for you to call back." And so, of course, we couldn't get mad at her for that, and it was just really funny. But the ways that she just thinks, and it all kind of, it's starting to make sense what she can and can't do to get away. And she's always, weaseling her way through things. It's awesome. It's fun. It's funny, and it's cool to see her mind grow.
I'd like to tell you that you're going to go undefeated in not getting, the wool pulled over your eyes, but that's not going to be the case. You're going to lose a few.
I'm pretty confident I've already lost a few. She's good at some things. It's quite impressive.
Yeah. So that's great. That's good. It is a good age.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing that I'm going to tell you that I'm grateful for is, again, this might be, a simpleton answer, but it's my friendships. Clearly, my wife would tell you that, with my personality type, these are the things that are most important to me. And so these are the things that I help get through. But when I think about my friendships, and we talk about this quite a bit, right? You have friends that, you have different friends out and around that kind of help you through different things. But when I think about my friendships, every single one of them would be on my front doorstep if I needed help. And that's a powerful thing to be able to walk through life with. I think about the idea of we joke about it on a lot of times at softball games, like, oh my God, we should wrap that kid in bubble wrap so they don't get hurt, because you know what I mean? And I feel like that kind of analogy fits when I think about my friendships. Like, I feel like I can walk through this life kind of, sheltered with bubble wrap, and that bubble wrap is my friendships. Do you know what I mean? Because literally they would be on my doorstep if I called them and said I needed them. And that's real powerful stuff, to be able to have that kind of thing. It helps me be more vulnerable. It helps me be more risky in the things that I do, in the ways that I try. And so that's deserving of thanks and being grateful for.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How about you?
The next thing on my list
Yeah.
is kind of a friendship related thing, but it's our trip that we took this year to Yellowstone. That was one of the cooler fishing experience trips that I've ever done. It's probably one of the only ones that I've done with all intent of just fishing for a full week to 10 days,
Right.
however long we were gone. And it was just fun to be on the road, exploring, world-renowned fisheries, knowing where we were going, but crafting and forging our path as we drove from place to place. All the different people we met along the way, different fly shops. Shout out to Cutthroat Anglers up in Du Bois and the Degenerate Fish Hippies in Yellowstone National Park, and Two Rivers Fly Fishing in Pinedale and Eric Orem. So great people that we came across on that trip. And it was just a memory that I will take probably to the grave, at least for 20 years until I forget about it with another awesome fishing trip crowds that one out. But it was an awesome time together and just an awesome adventure.
Yeah, I think about that trip a lot. To the details, they're still there.
Yeah.
No, that was definitely, a wonderful trip. Good time, good camaraderie. Yeah, that's, we need to do that more.
For sure.
We need to start developing the list of trips that's going to choke that one out. Because no, that was good, but that was our first, you know what I mean? Kind of like together doing that stuff, just you and I. So that was good.
For sure. Well,
for sure.
2025 will hold a lot more trips for sure. So
right. Absolutely.
For us and keep an eye out in the community for us hosting some trips as well. Looking forward to doing some of that.
Yeah. So along that line, that's a good segue into my third one. GFW, the trip, the company, and you, my partner. Clearly the trip is sacred time for us. I'm grateful for that and what that's given us, what it gives us each year, but what it's given me throughout too. So that time together, sacred time with buddies. The company that you and I have started and are going on, this year, with being able to retire and jump in, has been a gift in terms of bringing me joy and challenging things, but giving me purpose. And so that has felt good to be able to, dive in and wake up every day and do something I'm energized about and not feel, the anxiety and the stress and oh God, do I got to go do this again? Right.
Yeah.
So it's given me that. And then you as a partner in this thing we're doing, has been, you've helped me grow. You've challenged me in thought. You've challenged me in value and beliefs in what, I do. You've helped me in figuring out this computer thing. But that's the shallow part of it, but everything else that you've given me, the discussions and the talks about things and that kind of companionship and mentorship has meant a bunch. So I'm super grateful for the whole GFW entity.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You have been doing a good job with your computer, so I'll return the typewriter that you were going to get for Christmas. You've graduated. Yeah. So.
Nice. I'll take it.
I think my third one, unfortunately, was not you. But my third one, my third one was kind of me in a sense. I know it's a little bit maybe self-interested, but I'm grateful for myself actually accomplishing my year-defining goal of running a marathon, and the discipline that it took, that I showed myself that I have the discipline to show up and put in the work to get that done and then actually accomplish it. And all of my family that came out to be a part of that was an awesome memory that I will also take to my grave. I don't think that one will necessarily get squashed out by another running event, but I think that one will go with me to the end. But that was a really, really cool thing that I'm proud of myself and thankful for myself undertaking this year. So patting myself on the thank you back.
Yep. No, dude, that's worthy of being grateful for. That you ran a marathon and came out on the other end. Everything's cool. That's
So far,
good.
so good.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. And deserving. My last one that I have down is I'm so thankful for finding things in my life that fill my cup. So I'm going to go along with the kind of like, the selfish side of it. But I've been able to find things that fill my cup regularly. I have found, the joy and the love of fly fishing and the adventure and the excitement that brings still after, doing it for 35 years. It's still something that I get excited about and I still love because every time out is something different. And so there's that aspect of it that really still brings something to my soul and fills me with joy. Teaching did that for a long time. I was able to have a 25-year career in teaching that I think a lot of people, they don't get that. Even now when I go back and I substitute teach, I get to do the part of it that fills my cup. I get to, really kind of just hang out with kids and not have to worry about any other crap that makes the job miserable.
Right.
And it's great. And so I'm able to, I've had that in my life, which is amazing. I've been able to have mentorship, with, my cousin Todd is a big part of that. And being able to mentor me and me being able to help him through things. And, I have that I think with you and some of my other friends. And so that sense of mentorship, which also a part of my career in mentoring young minds and stuff. But, there's a difference on an adult level of mentorship. And so, parenting, GFW, like all of these things that I've been able to establish, that have really come to the forefront, I think this year, all those things that fill me up. I'm grateful to have that, dude, because I think about it and there's people out there just going grinding and not sure and, don't know where to go. And, man, I got a lot to be grateful for in that realm.
So, a lot of good things in there.
Yeah.
My fourth but not final thing is this year was full of just intentional memories that I made, whether it was going and deep sea fishing down in Mexico or our trip in Yellowstone, building 2 decks. I don't know why, the marathon. You look back at the end of the year and think to yourself, wow, I really actually did do quite a bit and I was intentional about a lot of things. Obviously you can always be more intentional, but those moments where I was intentional and created some things, some memories, some times together with people, all of those are things to be individually thankful for and could spend hours talking about each of them.
Right.
But it's kind of a catch-all thank you for all of those different moments throughout the year. But so that's that. And then my final thank you is to the GFW community and what we've created and the people we've met, the followers, the subscribers, the listeners. It's awesome to see. It's awesome to be able to provide value to each and every one of you. It really does mean the world to me, and I'm speaking for you as well. It does provide us a lot of value and feeling of like we matter and we're doing something that's helping out a lot of people. So I just want to say thank you from us at GFW for your guys' support.
Absolutely. 100%. Couldn't agree more. That's good stuff, dude. Gives us some purpose and intentionality in what we're doing, and it certainly is good. You know, hopefully we're providing that.
Keeps us fired up and moving. So love it.
Indeed. Absolutely. Well, good stuff, brother.
Well, that's the thankful episode. You know, I think our call to action to you is to make sure that you take a little time to express your thanks. Even if it's just patting yourself on your own thankful back. Take a moment on this week, on Thanksgiving, whatever, to be thankful and appreciate the things that you do have, as small or as large as they are. And I do encourage you to also reach out and tell those people that you're thankful to them. I think it does mean a lot when you hear your name uttered out of somebody's mouth saying that they're thankful for you. So that's my call to action to everybody in the community. And
it's a good one, dude. It's good.
Yep. It's been an awesome year, and I do appreciate you. And
absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. I hope you have a great time with your family. And like I say, I appreciate everything that we're doing together. Couldn't ask for a better partner in going through this. So, yeah, let's keep rolling, bro.
For sure. Well, I love you, man.
I love you too, brother.
Talk soon.
That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening. Make sure to visit our website, guysfishingweekend.com, to check out the GFW merch, sign up for our newsletter, and learn how to get involved with the community. We appreciate you spending even a little bit of your week with us and are glad to have you along on the journey. Stay legendary and happy fishing.